There's a reason they called it the Wild West. Mary Fields grabbed life by the reins, carrying mail through some dangerous country.
Well, well.
This is the true story of the legendary Stagecoach Mary.
I was just a young man when I first headed west. In the years that followed, I became a cowboy, a gunslinger, and even served as sheriff of Dodge City, one of the most lawless towns in the country. My name is Bat Masterson. Now I'm a reporter, and I've come west again to chronicle the world that I know best, the American West. Lure of gold, land, destiny flooded the frontier with men both good and bad. These are the incredible true tales of the Wild West.
In the West, the heroes that I knew were mostly good souls. But that didn't mean they were angels. One of those less than angelic heroes was a woman named Stagecoach Mary. And given her reputation, you might be surprised to learn who her best friend and most loyal supporter is. Yep. Yes. Sister, come in. It's a pleasure to,
No, it's quite all right, Mr. Masterson. We're allowed to shake hands when we're not using them to pray.
Please sit down. Please sit down. Oh, and thank you so kindly for agreeing to speak with me, Sister Amadeus. I can't tell you how happy I was to hear that you were coming to town. I've been trying to reach an associate of yours for a very long time. She's a bit elusive.
I only know one person who would interest a very famous reporter such as yourself, Mr. Masterson. You must be referring to my dear friend, Mary Fields.
Otherwise known as Stagecoach Mary.
Yes, though I knew her long before her stagecoach days.
I must say, when I heard that Mary's closest friend was a nun from Toledo, I just had to hear the rest of that story.
And I'd be happy to share anything I know about Mary because I know she doesn't like to talk about herself.
Well, why don't we start with how the two of you became acquainted?
I first met Mary in a convent in Ohio. My brother asked me to care for his 5 young children after his wife unexpectedly passed away. Mary had cared for the children and was the person my brother trusted the most to safely deliver the children to us. The children have all settled in nicely. Thank you so much for getting them to us safely. And it's very nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Mother Amadeus.
You must be exhausted after such a long journey. So we have your quarters ready for you if you would like to take a nap before supper.
Thank you. But what I need is a cigar and a good whiskey, and in that order.
Well, as you know, Mary, this is a convent. I'm afraid that drinking and smoking are not permitted on the grounds.
Well, that's a crying shame. I guess that means I best be on my way then. I'll just go say goodbye to the children.
Well, now, wait a minute, Mary. I'm not asking you to leave. It's just that there are certain rules we have at the convent here that...
I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm a free woman now, and the days of white folks telling me what to do are over. Now, I do what I like, when I like, with who I like. Now, I understand you got your rules, and that's fine, but they ain't mine. And if the good Lord disapproves, well, we'll just have to work that out once I reach him at the pearly gates.
She sure put me in my place. Mary had a gruff exterior, but she had a heart of gold. You know, she was a slave until she was in her 30s, so I could see why she'd had it with people telling her what to do.
And you asked her to stay there at the convent?
Oh, yes. The children loved her. And I needed someone to help with the grounds and to do the cooking and cleaning, so I gave her a job.
How did she work out as an employee?
Oh, she was a treasure. Though we had to get used to seeing a woman in men's clothing. Mary was a hard worker, only now she was getting paid for all her hard work.
And how did you handle Mary's vices?
I didn't allow her to smoke and drink at the convent, but I told her whatever she wanted to do in her own time was her business. It's between you and the Lord, I told her. Things were going along beautifully, and Mary and I became the best of friends. But then one day I received word of a new assignment. The bishop was sending me to our mission in Montana, St. Peter's, near Cascade, to open a girls' school.
What's the matter, sister? You look like something's weighing you down. This'll make you feel better. I just picked it.
Oh, thank you, Mary. I hope you know just how much we appreciate everything you do for us around here, Mary. I don't know what we'd do without you.
I don't know either. But I'm sure you and the sisters would do just fine without me. But I do appreciate you saying that, Mother Amadeus.
But more than that, I don't know what I'd do without your friendship.
I don't believe any white person's ever called me their friend.
Well, that's their loss. You and I are friends for life, Mary. But now there's something I need to talk to you about. They're sending me out west to Montana. It was hard saying goodbye. I could have done with Mary's help in Montana, but the children needed her more. At first, everything was going wonderfully in Cascade, but then I became quite ill.
Mary, we've received some terrible news. It's about Sister Amadeus.
What is it, Sister Bernadette?
She's quite unwell. Pneumonia, they think. They're afraid she may not make it, Mary.
What happened when Mary found out you were ill?
Well, she did what she thought any good friend would do. She packed her bag and began a long, arduous journey west to Montana.
What do we have here? What is somebody like you doing in Montana?
Is there anything I can help you with?
I'm looking for St. Peter's Mission.
St. Peter's? She don't look like no nun I ever seen.
St. Peter's Mission is just down the road a bit, yeah.
This way?
Let me show you the way.
Thank you, sir. A long, dusty road.
Yes, it is.
Trip.
Don't mind that fellow.
All right.
Yeah, so
It looks like a nice town. I don't know.
St. Peter's.
Thank you. Kindly.
May I help you?
I'm Mary Fields. I'm here to see Mother Amadeus.
I'm sorry, but she's not seeing visitors.
I'm not fussing with you, sister. I came here to see to it that Mother Amadeus gets taken care of. Now, where is she? Evening, sisters. I'm here now. Go on, scoot. Mother Amadeus. It's me, Mary. Mother Amadeus. It's Mary.
Mary?
Yes, it's really me. Don't you worry, we'll fix you right.
Do you know this woman, Mother Amadeus?
Yes, I do. This is my dear friend, Mary Field, Sister Agnes.
What on earth is that?
My own remedy. Pine pinch. Honey. Cinchona bark. A little turpentine. Juniper berries. Willow leaves. It'll help break the fever. Help with the breathing. Now, I need some cold water, some towels, chicken so I can make some clear broth. Let's go.
Mary stayed by my bedside for the next week and a half. If it hadn't been for her, I honestly don't believe I would have made it.
Mother Amadeus, you look stronger every day. God surely did answer our prayers.
Yes, sister. The Lord does work in mysterious ways.
I heard she earned quite the reputation there in Cascade.
Yes, that's true. At first, they didn't know quite what to make of her. But she soon won over the locals.
She enjoyed a good bar brawl, too, I heard.
Mary was as kind and gentle a soul as you would ever want to meet. So I don't know that she actually enjoyed getting into brawls, but she was not one to back down if a man challenged her.
What's she doing here?
Same as you, having a drink.
No. I hear she's willing to bet she can knock out any man here. Just one punch.
I wouldn't test her if I were you.
And of course, there were always those who couldn't get past the color of her skin.
I don't want no trouble with you, mister.
It never turned out well for men who tested her.
Drinks on me, boys!
Unfortunately, it was incidents like this that got her into hot water with the bishop. I fought hard to keep her, but he insisted I had to let her go. It was the hardest thing I have ever had to do. It was so unfair. Mary had been instrumental in building our mission and seeing to all our needs. And now she was just being turned out. It broke my heart. I didn't know what was going to become of her. We were all just kind of at a loss without Mary, and I worried about her constantly. I mean, she had very little money and no job prospects to earn any. One of her friends from the saloon rented an old shack on his property, so at least she had a roof over her head. Food, and tried to give her money, but she wouldn't take it. She didn't have much, but she would share it with anyone.
You look like you've been rode hard and put away wet.
Oh, that's just about how I feel, Mary. I got held up about 10 miles outside of town. I had to walk back. Man, these two men beat me up. Stole my money, stole my horse.
Stole your horse?
Stole my horse. They took my dad's gold watch that he got from the railroad. That watch was his pride and joy. It's mine, too.
You look thirsty. Eat Eat this. I just made some beans and cornbread.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then you were called back east again. Is that right?
Yes, the bishop was sending me back to Toledo. So the first thing I did was ask Mary if she wanted to come with me. And to my surprise and sadness, she told me she wanted to stay in Montana. God's country, she called it. I just had to pray she'd be okay. But she needed money to live. When Mary learned the Postal Service was looking for a stagecoach driver, she wanted the job. Mary was as comfortable with a team of horses as any man. And she knew she was perfect for the job. The postmaster didn't agree. But Mary had a way of bringing people around to her point of view eventually.
And I know that as far as the United States Postal Service was concerned, drivers and horses were expendable. The mail was not.
All right, all right, all right. Here we go, here we go. All right.
At the time, Mary became only the second woman ever hired by the U.S. Postal Service to deliver the mail. It was dangerous work, but she was up for the challenge.
Stick him up!
Well, well. Looks like you ain't a tall tale after all. I heard about you, but I never would have believed it till I seen it myself.
She's a big one, too, ain't she?
Yeah, not quite near as tough as folks been saying. Why don't you hand over that rifle now?
Yes, sir. Like I said, I don't want no trouble with you. Take what you need, and I'll be on my way.
What you hauling today? Seeing as though it's Friday, I bet you have some paychecks in there.
I ain't got no idea what's in there, mister. All I do is haul that trunk to the post office, hand it over, and then collect my pay.
You got a key for that trunk?
No, sir. But I'm sure you can shoot that lock right off once we get it down. But I'm gonna need some help.
All right, we'll hand it over then.
All right.
Come on now.
Come and get it. Drop that rifle or you're a dead man.
What happened?
Well, quite a lot happened while you was napping. Well, look at here. In appreciation of 30 years of dedicated service of the Union Pacific Railroad. Well, you two don't look like railroad workers to me. Where'd you get this?
Found her on the road.
Really? That's the best you can do? I found it?
Evening, Sheriff.
Evening, Mary.
I brought you a little something. Take a look.
Well, what do we have here?
These two fools thought they tried to rob me.
Well, that was mighty stupid. I guess you boys never heard of Stagecoach Mary.
So are you and Mary still in touch?
Oh, yes. She's retired now, still enjoying her life in Cascade. And her whiskey and cigars. I think she's given up the brawling, though.
What would you like my readers to know most about your friend?
I guess I would like them to know that Mary is a friend in the truest sense of the word. She has shown so much love and kindness to me and to so many others, despite receiving so little herself as a slave, or even after becoming a free woman.
Mary Fields was the first African-American woman ever hired by the U.S. Postal Service. She never lost a single letter. Sister Mary Amadeus Dunn helped establish numerous Ursuline convents and schools for Native American children throughout the West.
Mary?
Does this look familiar?
It's my daddy's watch. Where'd you get it?
Well, that's kind of a long story. I was driving my coach doing the mail, you know, and the same two guys that pulled you over tried to hit me